The Saints have moved training camp to the world of the Patriots, where move over A-listers. This one is all about the B-listers. Breeze, Brady, Bro, Belichick, another edition of New England and New Orleans. Good evening, everybody, from Foxborough, Massachusetts. I'm Mike Neighbors, continuing CST's coverage of Saints Training Camp 2016. Now, it's become a semi-tradition here in training camp, the Saints meeting the Patriots. Of course, they got together at the Greenbrier a year ago, and this time, it's the first time since 2012, but the fourth time in the Sean Payton era. Now, the defense had to go against Tom Brady today, but they were somewhat behind the eight ball. Delvin Breaux was on the sidelines, and Cam Jordan missed practice, welcoming his second child into the world. Congratulations, Cam. Speaking of welcoming back, let's go to the action where Teron Armstead participated in his first practice this training camp. He's not full bore yet, but it's baby steps for the starting left tackle for the New Orleans Saints. Now, we can't shoot video of team drills, but I'll give you the Cliff Note version because Saints defensive coordinator Dennis Allen had to be happy with the results, especially from his young players. His first-round pick, defensive tackle Shelton Rankins, had an interception to Tom Brady. Later on in practice, rookie Devontae Harris had a nice pass breakup in the end zone, and Jarvis Byrd, guarding Gronkowski, had another pass breakup. The defense had its moments, but overall, the Saints and Sean Payton know this is a great litmus test for this football team.
One of the things you're always trying to avoid when you're just practicing at training camp is those lull days, if you will, or where they're not as sharp. I think this helps to sharpen everyone's focus, and it also gives you a chance to measure where you're at in some areas, and I think it helps a lot.
I didn't really realize it was Tom Brady till after, when somebody told me you just picked off a four-time Super Bowl champion. And then it kind of sunk in a little bit, but just tried to go out and practice hard, be in the right places when I needed to be there, and I was.
There's something about this region of the country when it comes to the rookie making interceptions. Of course, Rankins had a pick this morning. His last one, an interception in college, his junior year against Boston College. So some nice symmetry there. Well, this morning, the young guys made plays on D. The veterans made plays as well. And it's always easier when you face Drew Brees in practice every day when you translate that against a Tom Brady and these scrimmages here in Foxborough.
I mean, it's one and the same. And I was trying to tell some of the young guys that back in the day, what we would do, we'd always come out with our new game plan. Whatever we had going on that week, we try and test it out on Drew. So if we can confuse Drew a little bit, and he knows our defense, so if we can confuse him, when it gets to game time, it's going to be just that much easier. So these are the opportunities. You got to take advantage of a #1 rated offense like we have in our own team.
Going against Drew every day, and then you go against Tom, and it's been really a blessing for me as a Mike linebacker to work against guys like that. You're not, there's not one practice that you can say, hey, I can just kind of go through the motions, because if you do that, they'll just pick you apart.
Yeah, whether it's Breeze or whether it's Brady, the Saints defense has come to play this preseason. Can't accuse these guys of lack of competition. They've proven early on they can match wits with their Saints quarterback, but making more plays against the Brady bunch will serve as a great confidence boost this week, especially for those young Saints defenders.
You have a good day, and then the next day you just come out with confidence, with a good attitude, and you get better and better. And that's what we've been doing, and we're progressively getting better, and it's great.
It gives us a lot of confidence, especially depth-wise. When you look at it, you got some, some young guys in the secondary out there making plays. Me, Tyler, on the defensive line, and then obviously, veterans out there making plays as well. So when you look at it, we're deep at a lot of positions.
Carrying over a great start of training camp to the Patriots practice field is one thing, but carrying it over to a preseason game will be this defense's truest test.
Really, we'll find out more where we're at once these preseason games start rolling. It's one thing to do it in practice. It's another thing when it's full go live and you actually got to tackle, because we all know out here in 7-on-7 and stuff, you tap off, everything looks like a tackle, but missed tackles are part of football, and we got to make sure that we're on top of that.
It's huge, but not so much as always just in practice, but also executing in games and seeing how we're going to do it. We're going to dumb it down, a lot of the calls down. We're going to dumb it down for the games just to see who all can run and play. We're not trying to overthink things or anything like that. We want to see who can line up and get things going and see and make sure our eyes are right and playing fast. And we're going to really try and play fast. That's our main focus, is playing fast, playing together, and making teams try and go out there and beat us.
It seems like we talk about this Saints defense in a positive note day in and day day out, a far cry from the past few years. That's good news for the Who Dat Nation. Well, we're just getting warmed up in CST's coverage of Saints Training Camp 2016. Coming up next, our nightly CST camp counselor, and it's a guy who can bring unique perspective. He's covered both the Patriots and the Saints. He's current New Orleans Advocate Saints beat writer Nick Underhill. His thoughts on both teams coming up next. Welcome back to CST's coverage of Saints Training Camp 2016. It's time for our nightly CST camp counselor. We've wanted to have this guy for a long time, but you know what? We pick our spots. We're here in Foxborough. The Advocate's Saints beat writer Nick Underhill joins us, and we had to have you now because you used to write up here in New England covering the Patriots. Now you cover the Saints, and we talked about this last year when they were at the Greenbrier, but a lot of moving parts on the Saints team. I thought what stood out this morning, the Saints defense looked pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. They held Tom Brady to 7-11 passing. Jimmy Garoppolo was 7-15. And it's just what we saw down there in West Virginia. We saw them making plays. They were getting interceptions. They were giving Drew Brees a hard time. But when you're going against the same opponents every day, you start to pick up their tendencies. So you gotta wonder if it's real. And then they come up here, they get 2 picks. They give those quarterbacks a hard time. There was some confusion out there. They were getting sacks without Cam Jordan. And by the way, Delvin Breaux and Keenan Lewis weren't practicing. So I feel like this is an important step for them. And I don't want to say let's buy in, but I'm starting to believe a little bit more that there's something going on with this defense.
I mean, we've been saying this for a long time now. It seems like a long time, probably the last week. The defense has won the day against Drew Brees, and the offense played well against Tom Brady today. But talk about the mindset of carrying that over from the Greenbrier to here. That has to be important for this group.
Yeah, I think it is. And we heard some of the players say that themselves, that just doing it against another opponent, especially a quarterback the caliber of Tom Brady, to pick him off, just to do those different things and bring it up here. I got to believe that there's got to be some doubts in that locker room, too, just after how bad. Last year they were historically bad on defense, and then just to have their first test and to pass it. And if they do it again tomorrow and then Thursday night, it'd be big, I think.
I asked Sean Payton about the defense afterwards, and he's always, to me, in the middle. He doesn't want to give too much credit to the D or give the offense too much credit. It's an ebb and flow. But I thought James Laurinaitis said something interesting. You know what? Some of this stuff is 7-on-7. You don't want to get too excited. But I think anything positive for this group is good. But the further point I wanted to ask you about, when Payton talks about this defense, it's about organization. It's about no more missed assignments. That's what Dennis Allen has brought.
Yeah, I think to a degree a coach can only do so much. But when you look at last year, how disorganized it was, the missed assignments, substitution errors, I think just bringing in a guy that kind of makes everything easier. He's made the play calls smaller. And I think this year, I don't know if I'm right, but what I think I'm noticing is that they're kind of doing more what they do. And I think with Rob Ryan, it was more of a complicated chess match. And I think Dennis Allen is trusting the players to do their thing, to go out there, as the football players like to say, fly around and make plays. But we're seeing it happen, and maybe that simplification is really going to make a major difference.
I think what makes the NFL a unique sport, you can have superstars out here like Tom Brady and Drew Brees. They take each one of these reps very seriously. You know that, covering both teams. Just talk about these two quarterbacks, and this may be a joint practice between two football teams, but these guys take it seriously.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting that James Laurinaitis said, like, it's basically the same guy, because they're both at the top of their craft, accuracy. They aren't going to make a lot of mistakes, and if you're going to make plays on them, you're going to have to confuse them and make that happen. And again, the fact that they could do that against Tom Brady, I think, is a very good sign.
And I thought it was interesting. Roman Harper said, you know what, we don't trick Drew Brees much, but we feel like if we can get him in practice, that's great preparation for our defense. But to me, it's great preparation for this week when they go against Tom Brady.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, they're both, like I said, they're both kind of the same guy. And if they're going to go out there and make plays, I don't know how much he's going to play. In last year, he kind of they played well against him in the preseason game, and Brady tore him up in practice, which was kind of interesting. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can carry this over the next 2 days. And if they do, I mean, that's really a good thing.
I want to ask you about this finally. You've covered Sean Payton. You've covered Bill Belichick. Both guys like to keep things close to the vest. Compare covering these two teams.
Covering the Saints is so much easier. I mean, you were in that press conference this morning, right? I mean, just some of those answers. Those guys, I feel bad for them. They work so hard, and they just keep hitting them with question after question, and he doesn't like to tell you anything. I think Sean Payton has more of a respect for what we want to do. There's stuff he's not going to talk about. You aren't going to get to injuries, but you ask him about how they do something, he'll give you an answer to the best of his ability. And as a media member, I appreciate that a lot.
Listen, as usual, quality counseling. Sorry we had to wait this long. We'll get you again before camp ends. But Nick Underhill, I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, the Advocate's Nick Underhill has written for both the Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. Well, coming up next, your quote of the day, where right tackle Zach Strief loves to block, but even more than that, loves to catch touchdowns, and he did it. Welcome back, everybody. CST's coverage of Saints Training Camp 2016 continues here in Foxborough. Our last segment, your nightly quote of the day. And when we really need a quote, well, we know we can count on Saints right tackle Zach Strief. He was involved in a play I wish we had video of today. We weren't able to shoot it, but it was a fake field goal where holder Thomas Morstead took the ball and threw to Zach Strief for a touchdown in the end zone. The quote of the day, Strief's thoughts on reaching pay dirt.
Yeah, I'm one of the more dangerous tight ends on field goal in the league, I feel. No, I don't think they were quite prepared for us to do that. So, but I'm glad I didn't drop it. There's a lot of people out here, and I have a poor reputation in that department. So it was good. And, you know, look, it's fun. I don't get to touch the ball very often.
It's something we could see during the regular season, possibly.
I think we could run that probably weekly.
Stay tuned on that, folks. That's something to look forward to. Well, that wraps up our first day here in Foxborough. I'd like to thank our CST camp counselor, Nick Underhill of the New Orleans Advocate. I'm Mike Neighbors. We'll see you again on Wednesday.